The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers recap for Wednesday, September 18, reveals that Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, spent some time catching up with Eric Forrester, John McCook, at the Forrester mansion, but he ultimately had to step away for a conference call. That gave Taylor a chance to speak with Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, alone, so she expressed more concern for Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Messinswood, since Hope Logan, Annika Noel was still a threat. Taylor eventually confessed that during Ridge's trip to Monaco with Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, she saw them together since she had an appointment there. Seeing Ridge made Taylor think about the last time she left Los Angeles so abruptly and helped her realize she needed to be back home. At the hospital, Brooke stopped by John Finnegan's, Tanner Novlin, office to talk about Hope, so he assumed this was about the kiss. However, Brooke said Finn needed to forget about that lip lock and not let it cause any more trouble than it already had. Finn seemed annoyed over Brooke interrupting him at work to bring up this issue. As for Steffy, Finn felt she had every right to call Hope out on her bad behavior. Brooke didn't trust Steffy and worried that she was going to do something to upend Hope's life again. After Finn pointed out that Steffy gave Hope for the future another chance, Brooke said Steffy threatened her daughter as part of the deal. Finn was surprised since Hope never mentioned that news during their Il Giardino encounter. Brooke explained and thought that Finn could talk to Steffy, but he really didn't want to be in the middle of all this. Even so, Brooke suggested maybe Finn could end the war between Steffy and Hope forever if he could get through to his wife. At the Cliff House on Wednesday's B&B episode, Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, picked up some stuff for Kelly Spencer, Sophia Paris McKinley, and talked to Steffy about her kidnapping ordeal. Steffy acknowledged that none of that would have happened if Hope hadn't kissed Finn. Liam didn't understand Hope's behavior since she wasn't a homewrecker and didn't want to upset the kids' lives. Although Steffy's frustration was valid, Liam thought maybe there was more to the story with Hope and what was going on. Liam didn't think Hope would actively try to break up a family, but Steffy snapped that Hope kissed her husband. Since Hope took advantage of Finn's friendship and kindness, Steffy was concerned about what she might try to do next. This just wasn't the Hope that Liam knew, so he offered to talk to her. When Finn came home, Liam once again thanked him for saving Steffy before heading out. Finn told Steffy about Brooke's surprise visit to the hospital, since she wants some semblance of peace between Hope and Steffy. Finn addressed Steffy's order for Hope to stay away from him, but she refused to apologize for that. After Finn assured Steffy that he wasn't looking for an apology, he insisted he meant what he said about putting his family first. With that in mind, Finn didn't want Steffy to worry about Hope or Sheila Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown. After Finn hinted about their forever bond, Steffy liked the sound of that and embraced him. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Steffy will keep watching her back when it comes to Hope, so we'll bring you more predictions on their feud and updates on whether peace is possible. CDL's where you want to be for Scorching Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, predictions, updates, and news, so make us your one-stop B&B source. On Wednesday, September 18, The Bold and the Beautiful delivered a captivating episode that centered around relationships tested by mistrust, hidden secrets, and unresolved feelings. The day began with Taylor Hayes visiting Eric Forrester at the Forrester mansion, where their brief conversation set the stage for what would become a pivotal moment in her relationship with Ridge Forrester. Taylor Hayes has long been a character with deep emotional connections to Ridge in their shared history. As Taylor sat with Eric, he excused himself for a conference call, leaving her alone with Ridge. This gave her the perfect opportunity to express her growing concerns for their daughter, Steffy Forrester. Taylor was troubled by Hope Logan's presence in Steffy's life, feeling that Hope was a threat to her daughter's happiness. As their conversation unfolded, Taylor dropped a bombshell. She revealed that during Ridge's trip to Monaco with Brooke Logan, she saw them together. Taylor's sighting wasn't just happenstance. It was a moment of deep reflection for her. Witnessing Ridge with Brooke brought back memories of her sudden departure from Los Angeles. It was a departure she now regretted, and seeing Ridge again made her realize that it was time for her to be back home, facing her past rather than running from it. Taylor's confession caught Ridge off guard. She admitted that she had been struggling with unresolved feelings about her place in his life and the role Brooke played in it. Ridge, ever conflicted between these two strong women, listened intently, but the conversation didn't lead to a resolution. It only deepened the emotional complexity that defines their love triangle. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Brooke Logan paid an unexpected visit to Dr. John Finnegan. Brooke had one thing on her mind: Hope's well-being and the lingering effects of her kiss with Finn. Finn, who was busy with work, initially assumed that Brooke was there to continue stirring the pot about the kiss, but Brooke surprised him. She urged Finn to forget about the kiss and not let it cause any more trouble than it already had. Finn, visibly annoyed by the interruption, didn't appreciate Brooke barging into his office to discuss something so personal and disruptive. His annoyance only grew when Brooke expressed her belief that Steffi was out to sabotage Hope's life once again. Brooke didn't trust Steffi, and she was worried that her stepdaughter would take drastic measures to hurt Hope in retaliation for the kiss. Finn defended Steffi, pointing out that she had already extended an olive branch to Hope by giving her another chance with the Hope for the Future line at Forrester Creations. However, Brooke countered with new information. Steffi had threatened Hope as part of the deal, a fact that Hope hadn't shared with Finn during their conversation at Il Giardino. This revelation took Finn by surprise, and Brooke seized the opportunity to suggest that he talk to Steffi. Though Finn didn't want to be dragged into the middle of the feud, Brooke pushed the idea that he could be the one to broker peace between the two women. If anyone could end the war between Steffi and Hope, it might just be Finn. At the Cliff House, Liam Spencer arrived to pick up some things for his daughter Kelly, and found himself in the middle of yet another tense conversation with Steffi. The topic, of course, was Hope's kiss with Finn and the fallout from it. Steffi, still reeling from the recent chaos in her life, pointed out that her kidnapping ordeal would never have happened if Hope hadn't kissed Finn. This simple action, in her eyes, set off a chain of events that had endangered her life and her family's stability. Liam, on the other hand, couldn't understand why Hope had acted the way she did. Hope wasn't a homewrecker in his mind. She wasn't someone who would deliberately try to tear apart a family or disrupt the lives of Steffi's children. He acknowledged Steffi's frustration, but believed there had to be more to the story. This wasn't the Hope he knew, the woman he had loved for years and trusted implicitly. Steffi, however, was having none of it. She snapped back at Liam, reminding him that Hope had kissed her husband. She accused Hope of taking advantage of Finn's kindness and friendship, warning that she was concerned about what Hope might try to do next. Liam, conflicted but determined to understand the situation, offered to talk to Hope. He needed to get to the bottom of this and figure out what had driven her to act so out of character. When Finn returned home later that evening, he shared with Steffi the details of his conversation with Brooke at the hospital. Brooke had come to him with a plea for peace, hoping that Finn could help smooth things over between Steffi and Hope. Steffi, however, remained resolute. She wasn't about to apologize for demanding that Hope stayed away from Finn. In her mind, it was a necessary boundary to protect her marriage. Finn, ever the supportive husband, reassured Steffi that he wasn't looking for an apology. He stood by her decision and reaffirmed his commitment to putting their family first. Finn didn't want Steffi to worry about Hope or even the ever-looming threat of Sheila Sharp, who continued to cast a dark shadow over their lives. As Finn spoke of their unbreakable bond, Steffi found comfort in his words. They embraced, drawing strength from one another in the face of the challenges they knew lay ahead. As the episode came to a close, it was clear that the feud between Steffi and Hope was far from over. While Finn and Liam tried to mediate and make peace, the tension between the two women only seemed to be escalating. Hope's actions had struck a nerve with Steffi, and the fallout from that fateful kiss continued to ripple through their lives. For fans of The Bold and the Beautiful, this episode delivered all the drama, tension, and emotional complexity that the show is known for. Taylor's confession about Monaco, Brooke's meddling, and the ongoing battle between Hope and Steffi promise even more fireworks in the episodes to come. Will peace ever be possible between these two strong-willed women, or is their feud destined to tear their families apart? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: The Bold and the Beautiful continues to captivate with its intricate web of relationships, secrets, and simmering conflicts.